Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, October 19th regular meeting of the Town Board. Please join me while we pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we missed Ken for that, didn't we?
Yeah, it's true.
He's down in New Jersey working,
quiet.
so he won't be here tonight. Okay, well, it's a pretty easy agenda tonight. We do have, the first item on the agenda is to accept the minutes of October 13th. So may I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the next item is to add a workshop, which is the SolarIze New York, and we have Amy Hyde of the CAC here tonight. So do I need to have a motion to add that to the agenda, Donna, if it's a workshop? Okay. Amy, could you come on up, and we'll just kind of talk about this, and thank you for coming. Yeah, please, and thanks for coming with very little notice.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me with very little notice. Okay, so in the past the few days, recently, the Red Hook Conservation Advisory Committee, as well as the liaison to the committee, contacted us to request that Hyde Park join in with Red Hook and with Rhinebeck to put forth an application to the SolarIze Hudson Valley organization for a solar campaign. And as you can imagine, the purpose of SolarIze Hudson Valley is to increase solar installations across the Hudson Valley. Within our application, we would like as many, communities in the Northern Duchess Alliance, but focusing on those three towns. What we would be doing, we, Hyde Park, we would have, partner with many institutions, I'm hoping, the town board, the Statsburg Library, the school district, et cetera. What we would be signing up for would be for assisting with a campaign to advertise. What we would get if our application was accepted, Hyde Park, Rhinebeck, and Red Hook, is there's four main benefits. So SolarIze Hudson Valley will, their purpose is to overcome the market barriers for doing solar, right? And so we would get education. What are the benefits of solar? We would get a price point benefit, which is a big one, and so that the preferred installers, and I'll go through that process. They would offer tiered program, tiered pricing, such that the more installations that are a part of the campaign, the better the price discount. I understand it to be about like 10%, but again, it'd be three-tiered, so it depends on the number of installations. We would get so the education, offer. Have expertise throughout this process, and I think the other benefit is really that it's time bounded, right? Because it's a real push to get to get the solar installations. So this SolarIze Hudson Valley has been modeled after programs that have been very successful in Massachusetts, in Connecticut, and in Oregon. It works in the 6 counties of the Hudson Valley, so Dutchess is one of them. This SolarIze Hudson Valley has a NYSERDA grant for 3 years, and within that 3 years there'd be 6. They're called waves, and I think we would be wave 3 if our application would be accepted, and it would run. The dates haven't been announced, but it would be in the first half of 2016. So the way that this works is that SolarIze Hudson Valley, they would select preferred installers. So, Hyde Park doesn't, SolarIze Hudson Valley does for each of these waves, and they have an RFQ process followed by an RFP, and it's all very, very transparent, and, this allows, SolarIze would then, they vet then the solar installers to make sure, and it's, I'll give this to you, there's a set of criteria that they have, and again, anyone is allowed to participate in this. They do a preferential treatment to local installers, and so, And these installers then, during the campaign, what they sign up to do is there'd be 15 or 20 workshops that we would offer in the community, and we would, because we're doing this together with Red Hook and Rhinebeck, those would be spread out. Members of SolarIze Hudson Valley attend, the installers attend as well, and these are a push for those would be the primary way where you get enrollments. And again, you want, the more enrollments, the better the deal. And so, but they like I said, they have a hotline, so there's lots of, it's a difficult process to kind of go through all of that. I have family members who have gone through that, and, it's long and it's lengthy, and there's also, we might think, I as an individual might think, oh, I want to do it, but maybe next year, and this is, again, a time-bound thing. So I think it's a great opportunity, and I would love for the town board to say, yes, we think it's great too, and kind of sign on and help with the communication. That's really that's what we sign up for, is say, yes, we will advertise about this great thing. So, do you have any questions?
So is there any commitment, financial commitment on the part of the town?
No.
No, okay. So it's not as if we need to match any of the funds that were being kind of funneled into this marketing aspect, right?
Correct.
Right,
I think
okay.
actually, well, just to butt in, I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Sustainable Hudson Valley sort of already received the grant to roll this out in the Hudson Valley. So they're just looking for partner organizations
You got
in
it,
different
exactly.
towns.
So they will give us, they will do radio ads, there's banners, there's various ways that they will assist with the communication, but they need people to, to help to partner with the institutions, to help with the communication.
So essentially, we would be like hosting meetings and putting signs up, and is that kind of, okay?
That's correct. And it would be, again, I'll ask the school board, the libraries, lots of organizations, institutions within the town. But
And
it'd be great to have one here.
Yeah, and so it's an RFQ process, so basically they solicit information from vendors who provide solar, and then kind of get their qualifications, and then bring them together to meet with the public?
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
so-
And I can give you, the RFQ, that was on the website. The RFP, which then follows the RFQ, the link didn't work, and I wasn't able to contact them today. But I believe that there is a way that we could say, if there was certain priorities that was of interest to the town, that we could then say, we prioritize something over the other. But again, SolarRise Hudson Valley are the ones who run that.
Sounds interesting. It sounds like a no-lose proposition for the town to participate, and with some potential gain for residents to kind of, it seems like what they're trying to do is to remove the unknowns.
Exactly.
And so that the people can actually come to a central place and find out all the details.
That's exactly right. And they have whoever is selected, you'll be able to compare them one by one. So it really helps with exactly with what you're saying, to kind of remove some of that uncertainty. And you get potential for discount.
Sure. So does anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, does every homeowners can take advantage of this, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. And do they survey the house, like to see if it's suitable for solarized? Because some houses are situated in the shade, which,
That's a great question. Yes, they have, that is part of, you can get the assessments, and part of this RFQ is make sure that that you're able to provide a variety of services, because each house is going to be unique. And so firms who want to apply can partner with other firms to then say, hey, we collectively, maybe we only do roof mounted, but, I can partner with another firm who does house, ground mounted, and therefore it could be more applicable to folks. So, great question.
Hannah, do you have any questions on that?
Yeah.
Emily, do you?
I just wanted to thank Amy, because this sort of came across my email, and I just couldn't, I took a quick look and I just didn't know what to make of it. So I sent it over and she just picked up the ball and ran. So I really appreciate that. And it sounds like a great opportunity. And thanks for offering to take the lead on making it happen for Hyde Park.
Well, we're very
Definitely.
excited. We're very excited to work with our partner towns, so thank you.
So what would the next steps be?
So we are working on the application. Anyone shout out to Lori Husted from the Red Hook CAC. She's really driving that. So the next step would be, we would complete this application. I'd love to be able to say, that this,
Yeah.
the town board, fully supports. We would
Sure.
include that in the application. The application is due very soon, I think this month, and then we would, so those completing the application, and then they'll be reviewed fourth quarter this,
Okay.
of this year.
Well,
So it
I
sounds
feel
like
very
we need a
supportive.
resolution.
Yeah, do you need a
think
resolution?
Do you need one now or at the time?
We don't actually need one now, so if
Okay.
there is
When you
a,
submit the application, we probably would pass a
yes,
resolution.
Sure.
then there needs to be one.
Yeah, we could put
Yeah.
that on our next agenda.
Okay,
All
great.
right, great. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing the research and taking the time to figure it out.
My pleasure.
Appreciate that. Okay,
My pleasure.
good.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Oh, thank you. Okay, can give that to anyone who, any of the town board or any of the public who's interested. I'll have this in my office.
Okay, great.
Great, thank you. Okay, so any public comment on any of the resolutions before us? No? So why don't we just go ahead and move to that portion of our meeting? Emily, would you like to start?
Resolution 1019-1 of 2015, resolution amending the Town of Hyde Park Employee Handbook regarding health insurance for elected officials and amending the reference to the Town Code of Ethics and the Communicable Disease Bloodborne Pathogen Policy.
Second?
And maybe I should just go through these because they seem like three very unrelated items.
Yeah. Well, they're just corrections mostly,
Yeah, that's
right?
it,
Yeah.
exactly it. So the bloodborne pathogen policy has absolutely nothing to do with any of the other things. But, yeah, they're basically, we have a handbook that determines the employment policies for the town. And over the last number of years, that when the handbook is refined, that there are new resolutions that are passed. And so one of them was amending the reference to the town code of ethics. The revision that was made to the handbook actually noted the wrong section of code, so that's one. And the primary one, though, is that we are amending the code to imply, to provide health insurance to our town justices. Our comptroller took a look at this and assessed that they are essentially part-time employees, and our policy does not does not provide health insurance for part-time employees. So that's what this does, and it seemed like an opportune moment because both of our current judges are retiring. So that's the explanation for this, and so I know we already had a second, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 1019-2 of 2015, resolution authorizing the court clerks Tessa Stokes and Jessica Edwards to attend the Dutchess County Magistrates Court Clerks Association meeting on November 9, 2015.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 1019-3 of 2015, resolution changing the hours of operation for Riverfront Park.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and essentially, this resolution was a result of conversations with residents who live near Riverfront Park and had been concerned about certain activities after dark, so we worked with the recreation director and the town police to come up with a new policy whereby the park will be closed from sundown to sunrise. So that's that, and it's already been posted, so the town police will be enforcing that from this point on.
Resolution 1019-4 of 2015, resolution authorizing 2015-16 grant application to the Justice Court Assistance Program.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and this is our court staff does a great job of always applying for this, and they have a number of items that they're applying for reimbursement for. And Dave investigated the the carpeting, and found it to be in need of replacement, so,
It's got waves in it.
okay, so that was good. So, all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 1019-5 of 2015, resolution authorizing town supervisor to execute a confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement with Central Hudson.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that's basically, this resolution is to make sure that we have in place policies to protect the privacy of Central Hudson employees when we utilize the emergency management system.
Resolution 1019-6 of 2015, resolution authorizing town supervisor to execute an agreement with Central Hudson for LED street lighting upgrade.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
And actually, I just want to make note that Central Hudson has many great programs, one of which is that they have come to Town Hall and recreation offices as well as Highway and replaced a lot of our existing bulbs with more efficient bulbs, and which we'll definitely be saving money on, and that's exactly what this is for, too.
Resolution 1019-7 of 2015, resolution approving the 2016 preliminary budget and setting the public hearing on the 2016 preliminary budget.
Second?
So the public hearing will be on
Second?
November 2nd.
November 2nd. Okay, yeah, we had a long talk about this, right, Donna? This might seem very simple, but it took a lot of time. So tonight, what we are doing is adopting the tentative budget as the preliminary budget, so that we could set the public hearing to make sure that we had the proper notification for the public, because there was a little disorder in our timeline. So, but you will all have opportunity to revise the tentative budget to the final budget, and that can be done by resolution, which is how we would go forward. I know there were a number of suggestions made at our last workshop, so that will be the plan.
And then we won't have a meeting on the 26th, right?
And that's right. We won't have a meeting on the 26th.
Good.
Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Apparently, that's it. Any other new or old business to discuss? Don't think so. Okay, so may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, well, thank you, everyone, and Donna, thanks for sticking around on your vacation, and go enjoy it.
Yes, thank
Find out about what Rhinebeck's doing.
I didn't quite make Emily's record.
It is.
Close. Hey, Tom.
Hello.
How are you?